guys, this is Jessica Gilbert with Sunny Living, and today we're going to talk about debt and why it should never be a part of your business. Because I made the mistakes that most people make in business, and I pretty much just maxed out everything that I could and lived paycheck to paycheck and spent almost every penny that I ever had. So when that all came to a pinnacle, it was after I'd gone on vacation and I had a little bit of savings, but then when I came back, I had 3 clients all consecutively cancel their services and terminate. And I was relying on that income to be able to pay bills and make ends meet. And I didn't really have a plan for what to do. If I'd had money saved, I would have been able to just, okay, no big deal. I'll be able to just replace that income, no problem. But I was a new business and I didn't have a plan and I didn't have that money saved. So I literally had a panic attack. I was at the bottom of my shower floor crying. I felt like my heart was going to explode, just sobbing uncontrollably. And at the time, I had a very strained relationship with God, and which I mean, many reasons, but I fell to my knees and I prayed that night. And I prayed that I would find the answers for what to do. And the very next day, I had to go clean my friend Chantel's house. She's an amazing realtor. And I confided in her and my stupidity and told her about my poor decisions with money. And rather than shaking her finger at me and telling me how stupid I was, she was very kind and just told me about the Dave Ramsey baby steps. And I was like, well, what's that? I've never heard of it before. And she told me to listen to a podcast. What's a podcast? And we laughed at how lame I was because I didn't know what a podcast was. So she took my phone from me, subscribed me to a couple of channels that she really liked, and then I cleaned her house and listened to the Dave Ramsey show for about 5 hours and sobbed while I listened to people who had made worse mistakes than me. It did make me feel a little bit better to know that other people were out there being really stupid with their money too, because it made me realize that I'm not the only one, but it made me really mad too because I didn't know any of this. I didn't understand how to take care or how to work with money, how to budget, how to save, how to prepare for retirement, how to be a business owner the right way and not put myself into financial ruin. If I had money, I would have been able to go on vacation and then come back and have those clients cancel and not worry about a thing. But nobody told me to set aside earnings for a rainy day. And especially post-COVID, I'm sure most people now are realizing that some days it's gonna rain, and it doesn't have to be a pandemic. Sometimes you can have a death in the family. You can have all kinds of reasons for why your income changes and your situation changes. And having money set aside is going to be able to help you. And if you take on debt, you can't do that. So your money is always going to the bank. It's going to somebody else. If you take on a car loan, if you're taking on anything in the name of business, to say, hey, I'm going to spend this to justify doing my business this way, you need to take a step back and think, how can I do this and pay for this in cash? Because if you suddenly don't have that income to pay for those things that you really needed for your business that you thought you needed, you're going to end up in trouble like I was. So please just don't do that to yourself. I wish somebody had told me when I was 18 about Dave Ramsey. So if you feel like you need to control your money a little bit better, I strongly suggest going to his website, his podcast, his YouTube channel, his books. He's got tons of free content. You can go look up his baby steps. There's 7 steps that will make sure you can handle money the right way. I use it, and I'm very glad that I do because it helped me not only get through the pandemic. I didn't have to take any unemployment. I didn't have to take any PPE loans, and I was able to maintain my business even though we were at about 20% capacity. I had about 80% of my clients cancel on me. And before Dave Ramsey, that would have completely shut me down. So I strongly, strongly suggest you never, ever take on debt in the name of business or in the name of personal debt either. It's just stupid to take on debt, period. So that's my 2 cents. This is Jessica Gilbert with Sunny Living. Make sure to like and subscribe.